fucking dangerous. You got really, really into that part. The dangerous.
It's true, man. I fucking take a sip and the fucking hit the brake and shit. Aaron, you muted him?
No. I just muted him, unmuted him out. He had to have done it on his end.
Nope, you muted yourself somehow.
I didn't do it.
Jump out, come back.
Jump out and come back. He may have to rechange his settings again. This is what happens with this technology shit, people. It's not always biscuits and hot dogs or cake and beans or
all right
now.
Hey, you're good.
Yep. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wrong way.
So many issues today. I don't know what's going on. So annoyed.
So we're here tonight, fellas. We are here tonight to review the 40-year-old virgin and the Nice Guys.
Good times.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I watched them both yesterday.
I watched them both yesterday too.
And the Nice Guys was the first time watch for me.
Yep. Me too. And I think I put it on there because I knew this was a movie I wanted to watch, but I just never got around to.
It was funny. I'll tell you that. That shit was fucking funny.
Do we have an intro?
Nah, not tonight.
A lazy night.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Keeping it simple tonight. I was gonna do one, and I was gonna work on one, but I was like, fuck it. Go in.
I'm drinking my motor oil of a beer here.
I'm drinking a coffee drink with peanut butter whiskey.
I have a mixed drink here too, guys. You don't think you're all fancy just because you got mixed drinks.
He mixed 2 different colored Kool-Aids.
Yep.
No, actually, close. It's Powerade and ginger ale, people.
Powerade and ginger ale.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are you talking about? You put ginger ale in your Powerade?
Yeah.
What? No.
What?
Okay.
Listen, James, you need to live life more. You need life isn't all about cock and tits and ass, James.
Wow.
You gotta learn this.
But for one, ginger ale is not one of the best sodas out there in the first place.
It's not, but it's not bad either, you know?
Okay. Whatever floats your boat.
It's not bad either, James. I'm just saying, man.
I would have never thought of mixing those at all.
Life is all about connections, James. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Life is all about connections. You gotta connect 2 beverages together, wham, wham, and you get this. Some may like it, some may not, you know?
So what does it taste like a cherry ginger ale?
No, it's great, James.
Oh, my bad. I should have known that.
See, I like a good Shirley Temple every once in a while. A little grenadine, ginger ale, a little vodka.
You could do it.
I never had a Shirley Temple.
Really?
Oh,
delicious.
Yeah. Dude, it never crossed my mind. I never went up to a bar and go, "Hey, what would you like, sir? Can I get a Shirley Temple?" Never crossed my mind.
Well, I mean, it's called different things in different places. I've always called it that since I was a kid.
That's what it is. That's what they are. It's that little.
Well, I think there's a different name for like the alcohol and non-alcohol versions. I think
is it just virgin? Give me a virgin one.
No, I don't even think it's that. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I put vodka in it.
It does.
Quite tasty.
Okay.
You ever have appletini?
Yes, I did. I don't like apples.
I
like the other kind of martini, the fruity martinis.
As big a Scrubs fan as I am, I have not had an appletini.
There's a bar on Central Avenue called Appletinis.
Me and Henry.
That's still there?
I think so. Is it still there? Appletinis?
That building is there. I think it's something else though.
That's where we took the fish off the wall. We kept it.
We went to Ruby Tuesday up by Balltown, where Balltown Road used to be.
Yep.
Yeah, they closed that shit down.
And the reason why we got it, because you mentioned it, Chris, because the show Scrubs, and they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
Hey man, I like apples.
Not me.
You like appletini,
and I like booze. So,
but I feel like if you go out, that's something you don't go out there with your better half. You don't go out with your significant other and get appletinis. That's weird. You go with your guy friend.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's more manly.
Yeah, talk some shit and hang out.
We hold our pinkies out.
Yeah, you gotta be a fan of the motherfucker, man. Classy as hell. We're about to be real classy reviewing these two motherfucking movies, which were hilarious.
What are we
I
going
don't
to
know.
start
What
with?
do you want to start with?
I want to start with The Nice Guys.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll give you guys. You want me to start with the ratings? You guys want me to
Yeah. You
go
called it. You go first. I don't think you go first that often.
I try not to use my black privilege too much. That's why I don't go first.
Are you saying you shouldn't be allowed to go first?
No, what I'm saying is I can just say, okay, I'm going first because I'm black, and why should the white go
The
before
black
me?
card.
Yeah, of course. You know I got one in my wallet.
Hey man, I'd be pulling one too if I was black. So.
I got a white card too that I can pull too. Trumped you. Ha! Gotcha. So anyway, shit tonight. The Nice Guys. I had fun with it. I thought it was funny. I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8 as of right now.
Wow.
Okay. 7.
Wow, James.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually with James. I was gonna go 7 on this. It was a good, solid movie.
Yep. Solid movie. It was funny, but not like hilarious.
No, it's a lot of subtle humor.
Yeah.
I think
That part is the girl, the daughter. The daughter.
she was really Ryan Gosling's daughter in this was pretty hysterical.
Yeah, she was good.
Plot wise, I thought the story was a little weird and hard to follow at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like I'm not entirely
and how it ended, it fucking didn't matter at all.
No. Yeah, I think the plot could have used a little work.
Yeah.
For a more understandable
It
story.
was one of those stories where it just threw it together, kind of like you have the pretty guy, the pretty boy, funny, silly, stupid acting, tough guy, goes by his own fucking rules type of deal, and then just a story thrown together in there, and it's like you just want to see what these two do because people love these two actors, and let's just throw a script together, and then here's the paycheck, and they're like, fuck it.
Why didn't they just end the movie by them actually protecting the daughter? And they get caught and the people get arrested. But they end up killing her. She's the main part of the story. This is what they're looking for. They kill her off. Then it turns into
Let's see.
one of those heist movies where they gotta get the film. It's like,
well, they gotta get the film to show that her mom, the leader of the Justice Department there, was really the one breaking laws and stuff like that. I'm not mad that they killed that girl at all. I thought, you know what? All right, I'm down for this. It's not as predictable as I thought it was going to be. But for like the first half hour, I couldn't tell. Like they kill the porn star Misty Mountains, which is a great name, by the way. I'm like, so, and then they have this old lady saying she saw her niece, who was Misty. Like 2 days after this murder is supposed to happen, they're chasing this girl, Amelia. I'm like, so, and I was confused literally for like the first 30, 40 minutes. I'm like, is Amelia supposed to be the real Misty Mountains? Was that a fake?
I thought the same thing.
Person. I'm like, what? I'm like, what is going on?
I would have never guessed that Amelia was watching the porn on the wall.
Yeah.
And
there was legitimately 2 different people, and they didn't make that clear or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I was confused, and it took me out of it just a bit. But Russell Crowe was great, man. I forget how great he can be in a more comedic role.
Yeah.
It's that subtle. It's like you said earlier. It's that subtle comedy. It's like he don't have to like try so. It's not like a major joke. It's just like his reaction to something.
Yeah.
Like if he kills someone, they're like, "Did you kill him?" No. You know, something like that. And they're like, and you're like, you smirk, you're like, fuck, what the fuck?
And the banter between Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe are the best. Is by far the best part of this movie. Every time they take it just far enough, like it was because I just wrote it down by scenes when a scene was memorable, and I wrote down like half the scene. All the scenes I wrote down, it was just the 2 of them talking.
I like when they first meet, where he goes and beats the shell out of Ryan Gosling, and how he's going to break his arm. He's like, so when you go to the doctor, to the hospital, tell you broke your, was it radical or something? And
yeah, he
like,
tells him specifically what to say, or he's like, or when he tells him he wants to know who hired him, and he immediately gives it up. He's like, you just give it up just like that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Immediately,
that's
he's
the
like, well, that's
right
what you
there,
wanted.
yeah.
It is.
That's that subtle comedy. It's just how he reacts to
Yeah.
like a
Yeah,
statement.
the chemistry was really
Yeah.
good with those guys.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah. It's
And,
kind of
like-
weird seeing Gosling in a movie like this too. I see
No, I
him in
don't
like The Notebook. I never seen him in like a
really.
action movie like this type thing, comedy.
He's done action movies. I feel like I've seen him at least once or twice with with a lighter sense of humor.
I didn't see a lot of his movies.
I'd have to look at his IMDb because I've seen a lot of his movies. I'd have to look and see what he was in.
I'm sure I've seen a couple of his movies. I can't think of what they are besides this and the Notebook, which I think I gave a 7.
Well, he was in the Place Beyond the Pines that they filmed here in our town.
Yep.
Which was not good.
Mm.
But he robbed my bank. I was the bank right in Scotia there that I was using at the time when they filmed that.
Nice.
I can tell people Ryan Gosling robbed my bank. That son of a bitch.
Yep.
Did you notice when he is talking to Ryan Gosling is talking to somebody he's doing a case for at the beginning? She's talking about her husband's missing, and he looks over at the mantle, and his ashes are in an urn. And he's like, "Well, how long has he been missing? Since the funeral."
What's up, Mick?
Nick?
What's up?
Going, homie?
No, that shit was funny.
That was good. I like this. Yeah, this.
And he'll do
It was
anything.
really
He'll con you. He feels bad, but then when you say a higher amount, he's like, "Ding, okay, I'm in."
Yep.
Mhm.
No, this movie has some really good writing, and it's in the subtle comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what part had me dying is when the lady's writing the check. You see her writing $10,000.
Oh yeah, he's like, we won't do this for less than 5.
We don't do this for less than 5,000. He rips the check. I'm like,
I say that joke in cartoons and everything.
yeah,
It's like,
yo, that's one of those things. It was like a funny way of showing you. There's times in life where you just, you say what you got to say, and then you literally just shut the fuck up.
Like, no, if
you wait,
are,
you say that while they're writing.
If you're doing the job or you're being asked to do the job, you wait to hear the offer.
That too.
I think that's a good rule, and then go from there.
Yeah, because again, in your mind, like if it was for whatever was going on with that, if you're thinking in your head, okay, you know what, you talk to your partner, you know what, 2,500 a piece should be right? Yeah, $5,000. Yeah, let's just go in there with that. But let's see what they say first, because they might say more than $5,000, which she doubled that shit. That's $5,000 a piece you could have made if you just shut the fuck up. That's it. Listen
the toilet scene where Russell Crowe goes in and Ryan Gosling's on the toilet in the bowling alley. That was cracking me up.
It's like, turn around.
He drops the cigarette in his underwear. He's like, he can't get his pants up. He's like, there's a mirror here, right? Just close your eyes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And Ryan Gosling's character is like trash 24/7. The daughter has to drive him around.
Oh,
she's
yeah,
like 14. She's like 14 or 16 or something. She's driving him around. The part where they went to the burned down house and the kid was like for $20. He's like,
the bike.
Mm-hmm.
That part was
funny. What did I write down? Oh, he's like, the kid on the bike's like, I offered to show my dick because I got a big dick.
He said for $20. That's what heavy roads. Like, go see my dick. Like,
and Ryan Gosling is like, I just gave you that $20. He's like, so he was gonna give.
He's like, wait,
no,
no, I see what. Dick. Yeah, he's like, I see what I said. No.
That was a wild scene right there.
Yeah,
that was funny, but it was just a wild scene. Like, wow, when was this movie made? That wouldn't come out now. Not that.
So then they combined. So it's like a private investigator and a fucking hitman type. Like it's kind of like Deadpool, a missionary guy, where you pay him to go and fuck someone up or something.
Yep.
I was right before that though. I was cracking up for the scene where Ryan Gosling takes Russell Crowe to the protest group when they're looking for Amelia, and they're all laying there pretending to be dead. He's like, "How do you know she's there?" Like, that's her protest group, and he just says it like 3 or 4 times.
He just repeats, he's like, "It's her group." In his head, he's like, "It's her group. She has to be here."
And then they're all like, "We can't talk to you. We're dead." I'm like, why? Because of the air. Like, wouldn't the gas masks have helped?
Because of the birds.
Yeah, because of
the birds can't breathe.
The birds can't breathe. The birds are. I was like, "What the fuck is?"
He was like, who wants to make $20? The fucking one was like, think.
He was like, what the
Okay.
cock and balls or something like that.
That was a funny scene.
That was a good scene.
Stepped on the girl's hand. Yeah, he stepped on her hand. She was like, ow. And he was like, he's like, I thought you were dead. Oh, yeah.
Like, stuff like it's funny. That's what it gave me. Like, the chuckles I got from this movie was funny. That's what I gave. That's why I gave it an 8, just for the kind of humor that it was, and as much as it made me laugh or chuckle at some spots, I'm like, this is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Can't lie at it.
When they get to the party and his daughter's in the trunk.
Yeah.
That I laughed there. And she's like, but there's whores and stuff here. And he's like, don't say and stuff. Just say there's whores here.
Yeah, I know.
And then puts her in a text.
That happened. That came up multiple times, and she even used it. She told Russell Crowe.
When she's watching the porn with that other woman, she asks about Amelia, and the other woman there, it's like, oh yeah, they were doing like anal and stuff. She's like, don't say and stuff. Just say they were doing anal or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep. This shit like that in that fucking movie. Oh my gosh. Was just so fucking funny. And 40-year-old version was that much funnier in my opinion. That shit.
Yeah, that's a whole different type of comedy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's not subtle.
One of my other favorite scenes in this movie that I really enjoyed, when they're in the elevator going up in the hotel there.
Mm-hmm.
And even from the bar, like when they walk in there, the bar scene where they're talking to the bartender, and Ryan Gosling's like, "Tell us this now," and he'll stop, pointing to just nodding to Russell Crowe, and he's like, "Stop doing what?" And he just pulls on his tie and slams his head into the bar. It's like that.
Then the bartender gives it all up. He's like, "Oh, there's some shit. You don't want to go up there." And they're going back and forth. They're like, "He said we can't go up there. Shouldn't go up there." Then they're like back and forth, and they decide to go.
It's like, I didn't. Yeah, he's like, I said that was a smart idea.
Yeah,
I didn't say we weren't going.
I like how they got there. They peeked out, and everybody's like on the ground dead, and they're like,
yep. Then they just get back in and back up, and then you see the body come falling down. They got thrown out the window, falling down.
They just go back down. They're like,
I like that was good.
The Amelia girl's like a fucking ninja. She goes flying on top of the car somehow and just lands on it.
Yep.
Like,
and you know what really cracked? I guess she was coming down the fire escape, and then just hopped off the end of the fire escape. There's no way she would have survived jumping from that high.
I don't know. I was like, I was like, where the fuck she come from?
The fire escape was in the screen when they came
out.
Oh,
okay. I didn't see that.
Like you could see the bottom
just land on the car.
But did you catch what, like after they get her back to Ryan Gosling's house and they put her in the bed and they're talking about waking her up? Did you catch what his daughter's friend said? Jessica, I think they called her. It's like, Jessica. you could hit her hard to wake her up. I'm like, dude, the kids were hilarious.
They were.
Oh yeah.
I even like how that one fucking killer threw the fucking little girl out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
he threw her. He's like, oh my
God, man.
Threw out the fucking window. Like he wasn't joking.
Oh, John Boy.
And they're like, did you hear? And they ask him when he's walking to the car. He's like, did you hear that noise? Yeah, I just threw that girl out the window.
Why he's getting a fucking machine gun out of his trunk.
And pulls out the machine gun.
Oh, man.
Or when Ryan Gosling's falling asleep and they have the giant talking bee in the back seat while he's driving.
Oh, shit.
That was kind of funny.
That was hilarious. I
can't fly around. There's too much smog. We take cars now.
And they set up the joke where the guy's like, "Oh, I never go anywhere without this baby on my ankle." Then when they were really in the scene, he dives on the ground and he's grabbing his ankles, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "Where is it?" I thought you had it. He's like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh shit, that's right. I dreamed that.
Yeah, I dreamed that. And the girl's just sitting there like, "The fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah, he's just reaching up his pants. Dude, that was a good long game joke. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Or even where he's smashing the bee on the bar at the very end.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
funny movie. They were both funny in their own ways, like you said earlier. But I still stick with my 8 with this. Like it had the laughs. The story wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't horror. It wasn't like god awful.
It was a little confusing. Like I'm not sure. like the porn actress died. I'm not sure if it was the real person they were looking for or not, but
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling's crush on what he thought was the black detective there. That
that feels good. Oh, look at
that was pretty funny. Like when she comes in and has him up at gunpoint, and she's like, "How'd you get your hair?"
Yeah, hitting on her and shit.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Or where his daughter comes in as room service and throws the coffee at her.
Yeah, it was cold. She's like,
Yeah,
just
he's like, that was a good idea. That would have worked if that was hot. And then she slips on it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you know? It worked out.
So stupid.
Yep.
Or even the last quote I wrote down that really cracked me up after he goes off the roof at the hotel there, lands in the pool where the other guy,
splats on the ground,
laid out on the ground there, which was also kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then they're in that gunfight with John Boy, and Russell Crowe's like, "Did you fall again?" He's like, "Yeah, I think I'm invincible. It's the only thing that makes any sense."
No, he never gets hurt because he fell backwards off the ledge and all the way down that hill.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's trashed. It was a whole fucking movie.
It was good, man. This was a good, fun movie.
Yeah, it was. It was a fun doubleheader. It was a fun doubleheader.
Yeah, it was a fun one. It's like one of those movies you could see them doing on like a part 2.
It wouldn't surprise me, but they shouldn't.
No, they shouldn't. But I could see them doing it if they did.
So, guys, real quick, I promise. I got a review for you guys, right? So, as you may or may not know or may not remember, Harry Potter, the movies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I started that last night, did a watch party for it. Had a few people in there with us, which was cool.
Nice.
And I said last night on the watch party, you guys come to the podcast, and I'll give you guys my review for the first movie. Honestly, it wasn't bad. What was it? Part 1, I believe, was Sorcerer's Stone.
Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah.
I'll say I can see why people say it had kind of a slow build-up, but it wasn't like I've seen some slow burn, some slow build, some slow. This wasn't that slow to the point of like, oh fuck. And I was actually watching it. Like the first time I watched it, I wasn't really paying attention. I was laying down on the couch and eventually fell asleep. This time, I was sitting where I'm sitting now, doing a watch party. I was high as hell, like I always am, watching movies. And I was like, oh wow, this movie, it's really not. It's long, but it's not bad. It's really not bad.
Hey man, I'm a fan of the Harry Potter movies.
With that said, people, I am kind of excited to see part 2 next Friday at 8:30 Eastern time.
It starts getting better and better.
It does.
Yep, 8:30 Eastern time. Stream Lounge on the Popcorn and Pine side. Check it out with me if you want to join. You have to have HBO Max, and Stream Lounge is 100% free, but you do have to have HBO Max on your end. But hey, I mean, either way, so I'm gonna give the first movie. I'll give it a 6.5. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. Wasn't bad. I know they get better. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with my 6.5, and let's see how the rest goes. But yeah, there's your guys' review for that. Like promised.
I'm down for Watch Party Friday. I think I got nothing going on, but I feel like I'm gonna predict your score range right now. I think your scores will go up for 2 and see. It gets 2 has a similar feel to 1. I forgot the name of 2.
It's Chamber of Secrets.
Yep, Chamber of Secrets. Prisoner of Azkaban 3 is kind of that's where it takes the darker tone just overall.
Yep.
For the rest of the series.
True.
4. What was the 4th one?
It's
where they do the competition.
It's Goblet of Fire.
Goblet of Fire. I think you'll enjoy. I think you'll like 3. 4's. I think you'll like even better. 5 is the most boring one. Order of the Phoenix in the entire series to me.
Oh, Order of the Phoenix. Yeah. It still wasn't bad, but I can see. Yeah, it slowed down for a second.
No, that's the one that's gonna drag. But from 6, Half-Blood Prince is good, and then 7 they broke into 2 parts. But
yep.
So the first half of 7 is going to be boring.
So I predict number 2. That part 2 will be a little bit better than part 1. So I think you'll give it like a 7.
Yeah, I can see you going a half point to a point higher. But I think you'll really get into it for 3 and then 4.
Yep.
Isn't there like 6, 7 movies?
There's 8 movies.
But 7 is split into 2.
Because they split the 7th book into 2 movies. But I'm down for hanging out for the watch parties now. I got nothing going on.
So the watch parties, I do them they're every Friday. Yep. And right now I'm going through the Harry Potter movies. I just did part 1 last Friday. So next Friday, I'll be doing part 2. And that'll be until the Harry Potter series is done. And I know part 7 is a double. That's going to be 2 separate weeks. I'm not doing a double.
No, they're whole 2 different separate movies. Yeah, you got to split those.
Yeah.
Or you'll be there for 6 hours.
It didn't make them any shorter.
Nope.
And then I'm gonna hop back onto the horror side of movie stuff. But the watch parties on Fridays will start at 8:30. Some nights will be double headers. But if a movie's 2.5 hours, we're just doing one movie. We're just doing one movie because that's a long time.
Yep.
Yeah. So check those out, man. They're fun. They're real fun. And again, Harry Potter, my first time watch, and you guys, it's taken me quite a few years. Quite a few people tell me to check it out.
You're gonna like them.
But I guess we can
spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Yeah, spin the wheel and then dive into the.
We are actually on the wheel now, right?
Yeah. Well, we spun it. We spun it for these movies.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It happened to be the only 2 movies on the wheel we hit.
All right. No, I didn't know if something else was coming up, like someone got something planned.
No, we'll do
I know. January, I gotta find a movie for January.
We'll do We'll do a holiday episode.
Well, I feel that one Violent Christmas one, because it's not horror, it's like action.
It's an action movie. Yeah.
It's an action Santa movie. Like, why not?
I'm down with that. We got to find a second one. I think we should do the Christmas Story sequel.
Okay. There we go.
Okay.
We'll do that on the. So
that's gonna be torture for me because I didn't like the first one.
So it's a different movie, man.
I was hoping he got shot in the eye. I was like, good, he deserved it.
Hold on. So today is December 3rd. Oh shit, we are in December. So this is for next week, which would be the 10th. The week after that would be our holiday special because the 24th, Christmas Eve, I don't think any of us will be.
Yeah, we're not gonna make it. I'm not probably gonna be here.
Yeah,
I'd be here, but no. So we'll do it the weekend before.
All right.
So the 17th.
So let's do. What we say? Violent Christmas.
Christmas Story sequel.
And it's I think it's called Violent Night. I don't remember, but we all know what we're talking about.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yep.
So let's see what we're doing for next weekend, and then.
Yep. I hope it's a new wheel, game wheel or something. Let's go.
The good thing is a couple wheels are off. Like the Chicks picks off right now, and the 2000s.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta get those movies. That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's like the people know about the Disney wheel. Like, oh shit, it's either gonna be come on, slow down, come on,
rice and beans,
terrible too.
Rice and beans
again.
Wow. I mean,
this
we haven't had
on a lot.
Well, we haven't had rice and beans in a while. I will give it that, but I wanted a brand new wheel. But this one does have quite a few on here. We got to get knocked off.
Do we still have how many do we still have on this?
I know Super Jose is still on here.
Oh, we have quite a few on here because we haven't hit it in a couple of weeks.
I felt like we were hitting it. I felt like we hit it like 3 weeks in a row.
We did. We hit it mad time.
We did, and then after that, we didn't hit it again for a while.
Oh my god!
Yeah, we put a lot of movies on here.
Wow.
There's still 14 movies left on here. That's why I was saying we cut this shit like in half.
Damn.
Because that's a lot.
Oh, it's gonna be a shitty week next week.
It could be something good though.
I don't know, man. Our luck is gonna be 2 fucking bad ones.
Like Savina,
Super Jose. Come on, Super Jose.
I don't know what that is, but I like the name.
It's supposed to be like it looks like it's a Latino Superman. I think they're making fun of Superman. It's a horror. It's like a superhero movie. Oh, the Clumps. Wait, I don't know what this is.
What is this?
No, it's
Traffic.
What the fuck is that?
We'll find out.
Oh,
is this an Ibrahim movie? Did we still have Ibrahim movies?
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember if he
honestly, I'm still shocked we have this many movies on this wheel. I am blown away.
Me too.
We haven't hit this wheel in so fucking long, guys. So fucking long. All right.
No, wait, I see The Alamo, 1960. That had to have been an Ibrahim movie.
Yeah, that's a serious movie. God damn it. Now, because you said it's going to land on it.
Yeah, well, let's get it done.
There you go. This. There you go.
Like, he thinks positive. I'm more negative.
Well, I'm on beer like number 9 for the day. So
Let's get it done.
let's just make it happen.
The fuck?
It's either gonna be
Selena?
Fedora for.
Is that Selena?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm down with that. I don't think I saw that.
I've seen it like a few times.
Oh man.
And I'm curious.
My wife loves this movie. I've never seen it, so she may want to watch it.
Did she die in a plane crash? Is that what it was?
No, a fan killed her.
Oh, that's right.
Jennifer Lopez plays Selena in this.
That's
young,
right.
Young J-Lo. I've seen this a few times. My mom likes this movie a lot.
I don't think I saw it. Maybe I did. It was
has
an
a popular
early
song in it.
90s movie.
Goddamn,
right?
what's the song, Aaron? It's a fucking popular song.
You're asking the wrong guy.
God damn, I forgot what it was.
Puerto Rican Chris ain't on here.
It's like the song that plays at the end.
I've never seen it.
I
I didn't know.
Selena? Oh shit, okay. I thought you've seen it.
Nah.
You haven't watched it with your wife?
That's why I'm shocked. I thought that's how she was like, you're watching this with me.
No,
Actually, honestly, I don't know if my wife's seen Selena.
but I'll let her know that we're watching it. We're reviewing it next week on the podcast, and
No, she'll be happy. She'll probably watch it with you on a watch party.
possibly, or just watch it with me in general. But she'd definitely watch it. Yeah, of course I'm gonna watch it because I have to watch it. But
All right, not too
Traffic.
bad then.
Yeah.
Traffic, I'm iffy on that one.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
It looks like a traffic cop. He's just sitting there like holding his belly. He's like,
Some gangsta ass shit can happen though. Be going on in there though.
Could be.
They're doing
Guess we'll
good.
find out.
that's true. It could
Now,
be one of
guys.
those
40-year-old virgin?
It's time to talk about
ones.
tits,
My life story.
ass, and balls.
Your dick is my dick.
God damn, man. Yo, so many people are in this too.
Hey, ratings.
Oh yeah, fuck, you're true.
All right. You know what? Fuck this.
At 8 on this one.
I was gonna go 9.
9.5.
Wow.
Not quite the 10.
This one,
Could be. It
so
could be.
this one made me laugh a lot, but the problem is I'm not a huge Steve Carell fan. He kind of annoys me at certain points.
Okay.
So
So this movie, I think,
8, James.
yeah,
Okay.
this
still good. It
movie.
made me laugh a lot.
Yeah, I haven't watched this in years.
Me too.
And it held. Other than one or two cringy jokes, it held up. I was
Yeah.
laughing more than I thought I would rewatching
Fuck.
this.
I like
And
it.
I know I saw it like 3 or 4 times when it came out.
Seth Rogen and Paul Rudd's characters, fucking hilarious.
Paul Rudd that hasn't aged in 40 years.
Yeah, never. Yeah, he looks
Never.
the same.
He looks better now than he ever did because of Marvel and
yeah,
Ant-Man.
my God, damn.
But what was I saying? This movie basically, I think, saved The Office because The Office. This came out not long after The Office just started, and then Steve Carell shot to just fucking fame after this.
Yeah, that's true. He did.
Oh, he was hilarious in this.
Yeah,
And
because he did Bruce Almighty shit. Evan Almighty or something.
I don't pay him any mind really. I guess I don't know what other things he's done. I'm sure I've seen him work.
Actually, he's done more dramatic stuff as he's
Or he'll
gotten
be a
older.
side man too, like an Anchorman. Isn't he like a news reporter or the Jim Carrey?
He was in
one?
he was in Anchorman, but actually he just had a show come out on Hulu where he plays a therapist.
Oh yeah, that's a serious show, isn't it?
It's a more serious show, and it was getting really good.
Oh, I've never
reviews.
seen it. I know what you're talking about though.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, because he has like a beard, like a light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think as he's gotten older, he's kind of changed up. Kind of drifted away from comedy a little bit and taking some more serious stuff.
In a darker role. I can almost see him in a
I mean, he's good. He's a good dramatic serious actor when he needs to be.
It was funny as shit in this movie. Him, everybody that needed to be funny was funny in this fucking movie, in my opinion. It was
so many funny parts too. Like them in the store along with Jane Lynch. Jane Lynch is fucking hilarious too.
Well, she was good. I mean, even right from the beginning with him waking up in his apartment with morning wood, and this was a classic.
They had him packing too.
Yeah, this was a classic peak 2010s. Just raunchy comedy. But the thing about that is buried underneath it was actually a pretty good, sweet little grounded story.
Yeah.
And I think that's what helped the movie. That's what helps
like
the
a
movie
life
hold
lesson
up, I
type
think.
thing.
Yeah, I think that like there's some genuine substance to the story in this. It's not just a raunchy comedy to be a raunchy comedy.
40-year-old virgin. There's
no, ultimately, it really isn't. Like,
no, it's not.
Live your life.
Do what you want to do, man.
But there's the scene early on when he gets to work at the beginning. Seth Rogen comes in. He says he's sorry he's late. And then he talks about going to Tijuana for the weekend and seeing a show with a girl. With a girl.
You know, it's the donkey show. He's like,
the girl fucking a horse. The fact that they can keep a straight face while they're doing this scene is mind-boggling.
Hang on. Before let's not just skip past this, guys. Let's just say it's at the MVP arena. And somehow I won us, and Henry's gonna fly in, of course, because he wouldn't want to miss this.
You won tickets to a girl fucking a horse show?
Yeah, we get front row seats, free snacks, VIPs treatment.
I won it because I know what it was. But if it was like how he put it, he's like, we went and seen a show. And we're like, okay, what's the show called? It's just called The Show or something like that. And we went and I seen that, like, what the fuck? But it'd be one of those things where you can't look away. You're like, what the hell? Because you're waiting for her to die.
James is basically saying, deep down, Aaron, I know what type of show you're bringing me to.
You basically waited for her to die.
It's true. She's gonna die.
What I pulled from what James just told me is if I had these magical tickets, right?
I like that you're calling them magical tickets.
Well, listen, if like say the tickets were like, to the show or to the podcast show or whatever.
He really wants to go to this.
He does.
He would go, right? But deep down, he knows that this title, the podcast show, is a bunch of bullshit. He knows what we're really going.
Oh, I know it's gonna be fucked up, but I wouldn't expect that.
See, he knows.
I'm like, whoa.
I love how hysterically Seth Rogen tells the story in this scene. He's like, it's a girl fucking a horse, which sounds cool. But you get there, and it's a girl fucking a horse.
Yeah, exactly.
And that thing was going to town. And you can see that it got more serious with it as it went along. I'm like, oh my god.
Didn't he even say he feels sorry for the horse?
Yeah, he's like, I felt sorry. He felt sorry for something. It was delivered perfectly. That whole scene. Yeah.
It's a wild time, man. That's a wild fucking time.
And then when they find
Seth Rogen is one of my favorite characters in this movie.
Yeah, he's fucking funny.
He was good. Yeah, he was really good in this. And when they find out, of course, that he's a virgin, and I forgot the black guy's name.
It's
in the movie.
Is it Cal?
Cal.
No, it's not. It can't. No, I don't think it's Cal.
Or is that Paul Rudd?
That might be Paul Rudd. Is it who's Jay? Oh yeah, it's Jay.
It's Jay. That's right. No, yeah, that's right. And I think this is the line, Aaron, you sent in the group chat. It was your dick's my dick or something. And they find out he's a virgin and they want to get him laid.
He's like, you put the pussy up on a pedestal.
Who sent that in the group chat? You?
That was me. That one was me.
Yo, I was.
The part where the girlfriend came in the store, and it was like, Jay said, "You left this, and you had him hold on to this." And she was like, "And you said this," and he started talking like it and shit.
That was hysterical. It's like, yeah, that was me. You got to keep your bitch in line. It's like, I don't want you hanging out with this guy.
Pervert.
Where Jay had to step. He was like, "Yo, dude, you can't talk to my girl like that.
Like your hoe's getting out of line or something like that." That was hysterical. Funny. What I liked about what's hysterical about the pussy on the pedestal thing. Like, it's ridiculous the first time you hear it, but when it comes up in like and he's taken his girlfriend's daughter there to like the sex education group there, and someone in the group says that, and he tells the instructor. That's the second time someone said that to me. What exactly does that? Look, they brought that joke back, and it worked better even better the second time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he also said keep your hoe on a leash.
Yeah, that's what it was. Something like that. That was a great scene. I liked. Oh man, I was cracking up. So when they first find out he's a virgin, the one Indian guy comes up to him, talking to him, and he's listing off stuff. I don't even like sexual stuff. And he's like butthole pleasures.
It's about connection. It's not about
genital to genital connection.
Yeah, like that. The Mooj. What's his name? Mooj.
Yeah, it's not about butthole pleasures. He saw the
bones and butthole pleasures.
The Cincinnati bow tie.
And pussy juice cocktails. And shit stained balls.
I would die. Like, wow. This was so funny.
He gets mad and he goes, "Go fuck a goat."
He keeps telling people to go fuck a goat.
Yeah, it's just
oh. Yeah,
it went on. He was like, when they're arguing, and he said, "You turban." He was like, "Do I look like I'm wearing a motherfucking turban?" It's just like they're just going at it, man.
I'm cracking
up.
I'm cracking up just thinking about this line. After Jay gets his girlfriend pregnant, and they're having that party at the club, and he's talking to the Indian guy. He's like, "Is your baby born on parole?"
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was fucking hysterical.
The jokes that they had in between the races had me in tears. I'm like, yes, this is this is the fucking type of comedy I love.
Yeah, they didn't give a fuck what they're saying in this one. It was like they're making fun of everything, race jokes.
They were, and it works because the chemistry with the actors was good.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know, they're supposed to be friends in the movie, all these people that work together. And that's why it's, you know, funny, friendly race jokes are great. They're not mean-spirited.
I was gonna say, it's the way it's told, it's the way it comes off, and they did it very well, and it was fucking hilarious. It was fucking funny as shit.
That same scene when he was showing on the projector, he was like, "Look at this, is my baby's dick right here."
Oh yeah.
And Boja's like, everybody's dick looks big on a 60-inch TV.
Oh my god!
That dude was fucking on fire, man. That shit was funny. They had him saying some good shit.
Oh, I thought I wrote something down for that, but I guess I did. Paul Rudd was just sitting there, just spouting off one-liners left and right that I couldn't keep track of everything. I like the flashbacks when Steve Carell's talking about how he's still a virgin. The one girl goes to suck on his toe and he kicks her in the face.
Oh my god, that was funny.
Oh shit! Oh man,
I'm not mad at his reaction though. Like, that wouldn't make sense.
You think Kevin Hart was in here?
Yeah, Kevin. That was good too.
Kevin Hart.
You just got fucked up with him.
The main female character's daughter is
Kat Dennings.
Kat Dennings. Yep. Two Broke Bitches. That's why I call that show. She was in that. So many people, man. Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill has. Yep. This was one of his earlier stuff where he had a scene in. Where he meets. I know. Her name's. I can't think of the last name. Her name's Leslie. She's married to Judge Apatow, the blonde girl that's drunk that he picks up in the bar. And
she's in all those other movies. She's with
she's in all the Judd Apatow movies because she's married to him.
She's in Big Daddy.
Yep, and she's hysterical. I love her. She's a great comedic actress. But that was, oh man, just the scene where she's driving him like back to her place was fucking hysterical. She has him blowing the breathalyzer
so she can start her car. Yeah. And she's just going crazy. Like, when they crash, she's like,
"Tell me I'm pretty. You're pretty."
You're like, they came out of nowhere.
She throws up on him after the accident. He's like, "No, I kind of had that coming." It's like, did you have a daiquiri tonight?
Right in his mouth. Oh god.
Yeah. Did you have a daiquiri tonight? Yeah. I could tell.
Yeah, I could tell.
And she's like,
Oh, that's
I'll
just
still
good.
sleep with you if you want. He's like, nah, I'm
Yeah,
good.
he's like, I'm all right.
Well,
Oh
okay.
man.
I think one of the most memorable scenes from this, the chest wax scene.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, they made that like, and I watched the uncut version. I think there was like extra shit.
Yeah.
Him yelling out because he saw wherever they I think it's not one of the parts where they told him like whatever you come up with.
Yep.
So
It is. He legit had that done, and they're like, just spew out whatever
Yeah,
comes to mind.
it's just some fucked up shit. He's just like, I'm gonna punch her.
That was so fucking hysterical,
He
man.
yells out
That
Kelly
is-
Clarkson.
He's like, ah, nipple fuck.
Yeah.
And then Paul Rudd's like, you look like a man-o'-lantern.
that shit looks so fucking painful.
I can't imagine being part of filming that and just not cracking up and dying the entire time.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I want to watch the bloopers, like behind the scenes shit of this movie.
This movie looks like it was just so much fucking fun to film and be a
Mm-hmm.
part of.
I can almost guarantee it. They look like they had a great fuck. I mean, just from what you got from the film, it looks fun and funny.
What about the part where the Seth Rogen and Paul Rudd's characters going back and forth saying who's gay?
That was a good one. You know how I know you're gay? You like Coldplay.
Yeah. And at one point he says, you know how I know you're gay? He's like, well, he's like, your dick tastes like shit.
I would have been like, well, how the fuck?
Exactly, that's the joke. Yeah, because they go back and they're both gay. Or when Steve Carell goes back to that one place with the chick.
No, no, hold on. So after Jay is crying, saying his girlfriend found out he cheated on him, and Steve Carell and him are hugging, and the Indian guy walks in, the other Indian guy, because there's two of them. He's like, you know how I know you're gay? Because you're holding each other ever so gently.
Yeah.
You're caressing each other ever so gently.
Oh my gosh, that was so fucking fun. Yeah, I love when movies do it, in a funny way, of course, where they go at it in a funny comedic way and just make jokes with everything and
everything.
Funny. This is funny shit.
They make fun of masturbation. The thing where he brings the daughter to that meeting and he's asking questions.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you say? It was like, is it true if you don't do it, you lose it or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
What's that phrase? Oh, I forgot how you say it.
Use it or lose it. If you
use
don't,
it or lose.
if
Yeah,
you don't
like,
use it, you lose it.
Someone's like, is that a real question? He's like, no, that's not a real question.
Yo, and they fucking foreshadow. He ended up taking the fucking or buying one of those fucking diagrams with the fucking vagina. You take
or either that or he just took it from The Office. And it was
it.
with his big box of porn that Paul Rudd dropped.
The girl found. She was like, "What's this? Do you fuck it?"
It's like, are you some kind of sexual deviant? No, I'm not a sexual deviant. I like when Paul Rudd brings over the big box of porn. His Boner Jams tape. That's pretty funny.
93 or something. 97?
Yeah, 03. Boner Jams 03. But when he's leaving and he's yelling, "No, Andy, I don't want your big box of porn for all the neighbors to hear."
Oh my gosh.
No, I won't watch it with you.
Oh my gosh.
What about when they get him the transvestite prostitute?
That was funny too. Oh, but he said afterwards, so he's like, "How you know?" It's like the Adam's apple is bigger than my balls or something.
His Adam's apple was as big as his balls.
Yeah, that's right. His balls as big as his balls. I was dying at that part.
Oh, fuck, man. This movie's too fucking funny.
That would indicate
looked
that
at Jay. He goes, "You got a Hummer from him, didn't you?"
You got a Hummer from a tranny, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh man, when he's opening condom after condom in
yes.
the bed there, and he yells, "Well, she's in the bathroom. You mind if I use your Magnum?" And she's like, and he just rolls it down his arm.
Yo, she had fucking like all different kinds.
She did, man. She was prepped.
She was ready to go.
Oh, and then he gets home and he calls the Viagra hotline and he's like, I don't know. I just heard to call if I had an erection lasted for 4 hours. She's like, did you take the pills? No, I just have an erection. I've just had an erection for 4 hours. Like, we can't really help you.
What we could do about it.
The guy like basically flick your nuts or something.
Yeah, he was just spouting off random stuff. That was
Yeah.
great.
What about when he tried
Put a sticker on your leg or something like that?
when he tried to actually watch the porn? He got uncomfortable watching the porn. Like
He
got
lights the candles. He turns the pictures, or he turned the action figure around.
Yeah, so once yeah. Then he don't.
And then he put on Everybody Loves Raymond instead.
Yeah, his porn going for a little bit.
Imagine that, man. You can't even touch yourself because you get the anxiety. And you're like, what the fuck?
This bullshit.
40 years.
Jane Lynch was great though, like you mentioned,
She was.
as the manager.
Mm-hmm.
I like that she wants to be fuck buddies with Andy or Steve Carell.
She's hitting on him like all the time.
My favorite line she said though was, "I'm very discreet, but I'll haunt your dreams." Like she just kind of whispers it to him.
Yep.
Like that was such an awesome line. So
now, say someone like her, you worked at, said that to you, Aaron. Would
No.
you be curious? You won't be curious? Like,
Nope. Mm-mm. You're not throwing me under any of that crazy.
Well, you don't want to knock that fucking dust
I don't want to
pocket around.
I don't want to hear it. I pass. No, thank you.
Get the bats out of that cave.
Nope.
Strike oil.
Nope. You can pass that one on to Chris. Or to
no,
you.
I'm good. I've always been an Elizabeth Banks fan though. Like I've always loved her in everything I've seen.
Mhm.
She's a great comedic actress, and his scene where he meets her at the bar after the bookstore. Well, the bookstore scene was good too, where he just keeps asking her questions. And she keeps getting kind of more and more into it. And he's like, and she goes, "Should we get out of here at the bar?" He's like, "I hope you got a big trunk because I'm going to put my bike in it."
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh yeah."
I was dying. That meant two different things, but it's so fucking funny in both ways.
Yep.
In both ways, it's funny because it's like you go outside, you get to the car, and he's like, "All right, here's my bike."
Oh man!
And if it can't fit in the trunk or not, I mean that part's irrelevant.
Did you guys watch the uncut version?
Yeah.
Me too. So I don't know what's extra because I didn't see this movie in so long.
Same here.
I'd have to look it up. I don't really think there was much different.
I'm thinking they extended the chest thing, like him
Probably
yelling
just,
out shit.
I mean, probably just a couple minutes at most.
Yeah.
If anything, that's usually how uncut versions of.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out. I was like, I didn't see this too recently where I can figure it out.
I haven't seen it in so long, so I don't know how much more. It could have been a couple of minutes or whatever, but
yeah, it was funny though. I laughed a lot in this.
Same here.
I forgot the whole speed dating scene.
Yeah,
that was good. He sits down at the table. He starts trying to do that question thing again.
Speaking Office, that Mindy chick from The Office.
Mindy Kaling is in this from The Office.
Yeah.
That's Paul Rudd's ex-girlfriend, which is great. I love that he's just hung up on that up until Seth Rogen hires that girl and flicks his nuts to go talk to her at the bar.
Yeah.
He needed that.
Oh, that whole conversation was funny. He was like, because she was like, we weren't dating for 2 years. He's like, hey. She goes, what, the restraining order and me changing my address and shit that wasn't a clue.
He's like, and I did not know that. And Paul Rudd keeps talking about how she's going around sucking every cock she can find.
Yeah, then he turns the script about negative. He's like
love is pain.
he went dark quick. He was like, oh yeah, going around sucking everybody's dick.
Or when he's drunk at work and he's talking into the video camera. And he's like, it's because you were busy doing this, and he pretends to go down on the video camera. And then he has it on his ass. He's like, you see this ass? It's a free ass or something.
What made that part even funnier is it like he's doing all this and the store's still open.
And he's talking to a customer.
Yo, if I worked there, I would be fucking dying.
I would have lost my fucking mind.
I was like, oh my God. I'm like, look at this motherfucker. That shit was funny. And Jane Lynch is just standing there. She's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she's kind of just let it go.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a solid movie, man. This is a really great movie.
Oh, this movie was funny as shit to me. Like, there was just so many different fucking scenes. All the argument scenes, like with Jay and the Indian dude. That argument was hilarious with Jay. The argument scene was hilarious.
What about the part? What about the part where Seth Rogen's character told Steve Carell to just tell Trish you're a virgin, and he was like, what about she laughs at me? He's like, then you punch her in the fucking head. I was like, damn, the fuck.
Oh my gosh, he's funny as hell.
Oh god, that was good.
He's funny. He's usually like the same character in every movie, but he does it so well. And you know, he's a funny stoner guy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I like. There's also after Steve Carell goes running from Elizabeth Banks when she's in the tub and they're talking about how crazy she is after they go to get him. He walks into the bathroom after the other guys
like,
leave.
hey, take his shirt off.
Yeah,
he was like, I'm getting this. Oh man, fucking funny. Yeah, Seth Rogen's like the white version of Snoop Dogg. No, he's high 24/7. He'll tell you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. To an extent. He's definitely known for the weed, though, which I'm not mad at.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
I don't know, man. This is a movie I could probably watch. Honestly, I could watch this like once a year and still laugh.
I'm with you.
It made me want to watch kind of movies like this. I was going to, after that, I was going to put on Anchorman. But then I remember, I was like, I think that's on a wheel. I was like, no, I'm not going to watch that.
Well, we already watched it not long ago.
We did do Anchorman. You're right.
Yeah, we did do Anchorman.
Actually, we
did.
I
Fuck.
forgot what we did it with.
That's right.
I mean, 40-Year-Old Virgin, if I came across it, like part of it was on, which I don't know what I would do that because I don't have general cable that it would be on, and it probably wouldn't be on general cable. But it's something I would leave on and or watch a few minutes. Always try to catch a few minutes of if I just randomly came across it.
Especially if it's a certain scene, you're like, "Oh fuck, this." Okay, I know what's going to go on here.
Yep, I can see that.
Yeah.
And again, it's not a raunchy comedy just to be a raunchy comedy. I think it really helps that they have like that. There's a real sweet, grounded story buried under all this raunchiness.
And it's kind of, and they fit in like how a group of guys talk to each other.
Yeah,
100%, man.
We did this shit. Me and my friends.
There's all kinds of
like you're gay, you know, making fun of each other back and forth. We did all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
All of those versions of guys exist.
Yeah. Helping out your friend, you're like, yo, give him advice. You're like, yo, just go talk to her.
Your dick is my dick.
Shit. Yeah, your dick's my dick. Do it.
You gotta get through those hood rats first.
Yeah, get through those hood rats. That shit made me laugh too. I was like, oh damn, man.
That's fucking fun. This movie was just like, oh god, they really, there's people that really think and talk like this like all the time. Damn. Were we them at some point? Shit.
100%.
Yeah, to an extent, we were.
Then of course, there's the fun, weird ass musical number at the end after they get married.
Oh yeah, it's Age of the Aquarius.
Age of Aquarius. Yep.
It's always a musical number after these fucking romantic comedy things.
Especially Steve Carell too. It's like I was like, oh fuck, of course, he's gonna do that.
You know, it wasn't too bad with this romantic comedy. It didn't feel like they threw too much romance in your face. They threw a lot of comedy at you, but not too much romance to where.
Oh yeah, no, this wasn't a romance. It had parts of it. This is straight up his problem.
I would say like a comedy romance, not a romantic comedy, because I feel like if you say romantic comedy, romantic maybe a little bit more than the comedy portion.
It's not a romantic comedy. This is a raunchy comedy with a little romance story buried in there.
Com-rom, not a rom-com. This is a com-rom, people. Com-rom.
Spin it around.
Yeah, hashtag.
The com-rom sounds a little communist, but okay.
A raunchy com-rom.
Raunchy com-rom.
Yeah, hashtag raunchy com-rom.
Something that just sounds dirty.
Hey, we're dirty. I'm sturdy. Sturdy, dirty.
Dirty, sturdy.
Yep, that too.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that part. She was like, "What is this? Is this your date drug? Your rape drug?" He was like, "No, that's a Mentos."
That's a Mentos.
A Mentos.
Oh shit! Yeah, it was a funny movie. I laughed a lot.
Did you catch? Oh, there's also the quick where she's that part at the end after she's like that. She's like, "You don't and he told her earlier that he was having carpet installed. She's like, "There's no carpet.
Yeah.
I don't see any carpet."
She's like, "Are you gonna kill me?"
Oh yeah, he was a
Like, he's
murderer.
a fucking serial killer.
That was great.
Wow.
Then the fact that he keeps seeing the ad for eruption
Mm-hmm.
on
Oh
like
yeah.
buses, and then that's the sign he goes flying through.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
That was funny.
Oh man. Then he finally gets some at the last minute, but then they go again. It's like 2 hours later.
1
Yep.
minute
And
later,
she looks like she's dehydrated. She's like just laying there.
we've all been there. We've all been there. Both ends of the spectrum. 1 minute, a whole lot of more minutes. You know? Whatever happens, happens. You know, that's just how the cookie crumbles. Sometimes.
Let nature
Shit.
take its course.
Yep. Sometimes you try to hop in,
man.
make up
I
for it.
would 100%. Actually, I'd recommend either of these movies to anybody that's never watched them.
Yeah, I would too. They're good enough. Yeah, definitely.
I would say if you're into which one is way more raunchy than the other, if you're into like a raunchy fun comedy, these are both perfect for you.
Yeah.
40-year-old version is definitely a raunchy comedy that
Nice Guys is a more subtle comedy. But they said a little couple sometimes fucked up shit.
Well,
But
more nudity and Nice Guys. More
yeah, a
boobies.
lot more. Yeah, that's true. Because
titties
porn
in
industry. So
Yep.
got a couple porn star titties and
nips. Got to see the nips.
but no, they were both good movies. I was happy about this weekend. I
Yeah.
was like, okay.
This was a fun week.
Yeah, two good
It was.
movies.
It really was. I really enjoyed.
I
This
didn't hate my life while I was watching them. So
That's good. That's a step up.
yeah,
That's always good to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, these next two movies, we have no idea about them. As you guys know, we do not.
Well, Selena was a good. I think that was.
I seen Selena.
That's supposed to be a really good movie. I think.
I've heard it was amazing. I've never seen
It's good. It's good. It's a like her life story.
Yeah, I feel like I must have seen it, but I'm curious to see it again.
I enjoy movies like that. I enjoy movies like that a lot. So that'll be a fun one. That'll be a fun one.
Yeah.
And Traffic, we'll see how that is. Hopefully it's fun. Hopefully it's.
I have no clue.
Nope, I have no expectation for it.
No expectation, no idea. We know that we need to start hitting that wheel a lot more.
I hope it's a comedy,
I
but I
can't
doubt it.
believe
It's probably going to be like
it's
a
not a
serious
comedy.
drug lord
Nope.
movie type thing.
It's gonna be drug trafficking. I would bet money on it.
Yeah.
I don't mind it as long as it's, and I know you guys say those stories, but as long as it's a good story or just something that you're just like, oh shit.
I don't know. It's not my go-to. I don't go to those fucking like crime movies.
I'm in the middle. If like sometimes I just want to watch them.
Like I watch Godfather and shit, but I did see like Goodfellas and everything, those type of movies. But like when it comes to like
brown people,
crime movies,
wow,
like I just had one in my head until you fucked it up, Aaron.
It was a black movie. That's why.
No,
see, I'm probably unpopular opinion, but I'm really not into mafia movies.
I watched them. I'm not 100% into them either, but I've seen a lot of them.
But I mean, a good crime movie I can get into that's not mafia related.
Oh, for example, like Ocean's 11. I don't like shit like that.
Really? Okay.
Okay, so I've told you guys this before. I'll tell you guys again, and maybe this is what I'll do next time. Popcorn and Pints. If they're on the correct streaming platforms, that's over the Harry Potter shit.
Damn, breathe. That's a long ass sentence.
The Godfather films. So I've never seen those.
Yeah, they're long too. They're long.
Well, it'll be one movie a night. The watch party be starting at 8:30. So maybe I'll do that after Harry Potter, as long as they're on one of the streaming platforms that are connected with Stream Lounge.
First one, it's the epic one. Part 2, there's people that hate it and some people like it. I thought it wasn't bad. Third one, it's hard for me to remember, but that it probably went downhill. I can't remember. Or third one was really good too. It should have been the second one. I forget. So
I feel like I never hear anything about Godfather 2. I only hear about 1 or 3.
So it could be the other way around. 3 should have been number 2, basically. But no, they're legit fucking mafia movies. Like they show you the how it works in the background, the money laundering, how they take people out, hits on people and shit. Pretty cool. A lot of stars in it. like big names and shit. So
Yep.
yeah, they're good. I think you'll like them. But,
Yeah, I do plan on checking them out.
I think that's pretty much it for. I don't really have much. I don't think we covered everything.
Yeah, we did. Again, both of these movies I say check out if you want to get a good laugh. Check them out. Have a good time with them. And just enjoy. Maybe turn your brain off a little bit just to have a good time, so you're not too fucking.
Well, just by the fucking title, 4-Year-Old Virgin, you know what you're getting yourself.
Honestly, I'd be more on the surprise side if we met someone from our generation that hasn't seen 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Me too.
Than not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that. This is only my second time seeing it, but I seen it like when it was more popular at the time.
I don't remember how many times.
I will say I was pretty pleased with Nice Guys. This was the first time watch, but I had heard good things. Which is why
I heard nothing. I didn't even know about it.
I heard some good things, which is why I picked it to put it on one of the wheels because I knew it was something I'd wanted to see at some point. I would never get around to, and I was pretty pleasantly surprised.
I would have never guessed it was a comedy. If I seen the cover of this, I never heard of it. I'm like the Nice Guys. I was like, oh, this is gonna be like a buddy cop type shit movie, but without comedy.
See, and that's where I'm different from you, James. That's where you could just look at this cover, you could tell it's a comedy just by the
looking at the cover, I get a comedy type sense from it.
I don't. I get like not serious movie, but I was getting like just they're like fucking buddy cops, like the white version of Bad Boys. Even though Bad Boys had fucking comedy in it,
lots of comedy.
But anyways, yeah. But 40-Year-Old Virgin, you just by the title, you're like, okay, this is a fucking comedy.
Yo, is Rush Hour
just look at the fucking movie poster.
Hang on, really quick question before we wrap this one up, guys. Is Rush Hour better than Bad Boys?
Oh man, I don't know.
Comedy wise, yes. Story wise, no.
Story wise, neither one are that great of stories.
I don't even remember what the story from Rush Hour.
No, they're not. But I think Bad Boys are.
The first one was like the head in China kidnapped by Junta, I believe.
Yeah. No, I think that's part 2. Part 1 was like
his daughter gets kidnapped in part 1. I just forgot who
was it. The main guy was American, and he was going under a Japanese name.
Maybe on the boat. He was on a boat or some shit.
Yeah. I forgot that part. But Jackie Chan had to come over because it was international crime, so he went to the USA. Then he ended up
honestly, I'd have to rewatch Rush Hour. I don't think I've seen that.
It's funny. It's funny.
I know there's more jokes.
Chris Tucker's is a repeat guy, like in every movie is like.
He's not exactly. Yeah, he doesn't have a wide range.
No, but he still has funny shit in there.
Oh,
you got the action Jackie Chan, the fucking martial arts scenes. It was pretty cool. But yeah, that's a tough one. Comedy wise, I lean towards Rush Hour. Story wise, I go Bad Boys.
I can see what you're saying there.
I think I go with Rush Hour overall. Bad Boys is up there. Don't get me wrong. Bad Boys is fucking awesome and hilarious. But I think Rush Hour.
But I'm not a huge Rush Hour fan. Like I think it was good, but I don't give a fuck
I love it.
about it. Really.
I'd have to rewatch it at this point. So it's been so long.
It's an interesting conversation.
It sounds like a future episode that we could debate
at some point. Yeah.
A debating segment type of deal with some movies that I guess we got to watch and then kind of debate them. And that's kind of what we do on the podcast.
That's not a bad idea, but I mean, we already do that. Wait, do we have a connection between these two before we forget to do that at all?
Besides 40-year-old white people in movies, porn in both, about the sex, titties.
Okay, there is a porn aspect.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there is. Yeah, you're right, because they go to the porn party.
Yep.
Looking for Amelia. Yeah, so there you go. Porn.
Big
box of porns connection.
Yep, there's a big old porn connection in these movies.
Yes, there is a huge box of porn. By the way, James Chris wants his Blu-rays back.
What? Oh, okay, what? I got it. I got it.
Chris wants his Blu-rays back from you.
I let you borrow all my porn.
I got to burn them first on my computer.
That's how far behind we are technologically.
Yeah.
You guys will get there one day. It's all good.
Yep.
It's all good.
Well, we constantly need one hand free, so it takes us a little longer.
And this is another reason why I enjoyed these movies, because these jokes are coming out more because of these, especially
that was a good one. I just thought of that. That was a good one.
Virgin. No, it was, but I'm saying just in general, the way our minds are running tonight are kind of based on these films, and these two films were fun ones, especially 4-Year-Old Virgin with the wild sexual jokes and hilarious jokes they had in.
True.
Yes,
All right.
yes. Well, let's wrap this up.
Wrap it.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it.
Mhm.
Let me just open the package.
Open up 10 condoms.
So
It's all right if we got to use the Magnum on this. To wrap it up.
That's right.
I got nothing to say on that, guys.
No.
No comments. Nothing I want to say on air. But a moose and a dragon don't make a donkey. We always remember that, people. A moose and a dragon don't make a donkey. I'm sticking with my rating.
Words to live by.
8 for the first film and a 9.5 for this film here.
7 and 9. Those were my ratings.
Mine is 7 and 8.
Okay, so we're all sticking with my ratings, and I hope you guys have a great night. Make sure you guys check out the Z Network. Link is in the description, and please, if you guys can afford to donate, please donate to our co-hosts Better Halves GoFundMe. Needs help with some medical bills. She kicked cancer's ass, but she needs some help. If you guys can help with the finances, please help. If you can't, and if you can, please share the link on your social medias just to hopefully get some more help for them. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks for popping by, and peace, peace, peace. Don't eat granola bars with your assholes. It's a terrible idea.
It is.
Peace,